And this is Pound for Pound Boxing.
The voice of a new generation.
We pull back, no punches.
Fight predictions and results for the month of January.
And what we're going to talk about today, guys, is the first half of January, the results, and then we're going to go on to the predictions for the end of January, which are the upcoming fights. So we're going to kind of just touch on them briefly, go through them pretty fast, because we want to get into Jones versus Trinidad, and that'll be a whole nother show, so we're going to run through these real quick. Results: Brian Viloria versus Jose Garcia Bernal. Unanimous decision in the 8th round for Viloria. Good, decent little fight for him to come back. Allan Green versus Rubin Williams. Unanimous decision, 10th round for Allan Green.
Damn, stop looking at your feet or you're going to get your clock clean, big boy.
And Rubin Williams, man, what a disappointment, man. You look like you were inspiring, punching bag for Green. You didn't do anything. You didn't show me nothing. You didn't... No jab, no nothing.
What the hell are you expecting him to do? Hollywood who? That's all I gotta say. Let's move forward.
Okay, Zahir Raheem versus Francisco Dominguez.
Check his piss test, please.
KO in the first round. He's hating, and he shut us up. That's all I got to say. Raheem shut us up. We were talking smack about him in the last video, saying he needs to put up or shut up. He put up, so now we're shutting up. The Peterson brothers, the hot prospects. Lamont Peterson over Antonio Mesquita, unanimous decision in the 10th round. And Anthony Peterson versus Jose Izquierdo.
KO in the 8th.
KO in the 8th.
What can you say? I mean, these kids got it all. They got all the tools, and I'm just looking forward to them coming out with a big name out there and get a good win out there.
Definitely, but I mean, they did exactly what we said they were going to do. One was going to win by KO, the other one by decision. Good fights.
Good fight.
Paulie Malignaggi versus Herman and Ngoudjo. I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to mess it up on purpose. I just don't know it. Ngoudjo. I saw the fight. To be truthful, I wasn't impressed with either of them. I mean, Ngoudjo did in the 7th or 8th round hit Paulie because Paulie was trying to somewhat trade with him and didn't think that Ngoudjo could hurt him and just got caught. I mean, he shook it off and he outboxed. I mean, it was a close fight, but the outcry that's coming from it being a robbery, I didn't see a robbery. I saw a very close fight that could have gone either way, but I didn't see a robbery. So moving on to the next one, Glen Johnson versus Mike Culbert, TKO in the 8th round for Glen Johnson. Chazz Witherspoon versus Kendrick Releford, unanimous decision for Chazz Witherspoon. Yuriorkis Gamboa versus Gilbert Luque, TKO in the 1st round. Lovemore Endo versus Rafael Ortiz, 7th round KO for
Endo. What you had to do, force the Paulie fight. Let's get it done. Let's go.
Edison Miranda versus David Banks, 3rd round KO.
Man, that was a vicious knockout. I love that fight, by the way. Yo, this man Pantera is the real deal. I don't care what anybody says.
He's great for boxing. I mean, he does what everybody wants to see, and that's knockout. And I mean, he did it with a person that was a good contender, a good fighter. He disposed of him.
Yeah. Like
Pantera is the real deal with the weight class. Now, somebody I don't think it's the real deal. Jean Pascal versus Omar Pittman. Unanimous decision for Jean Pascal.
Yeah, Pittman was to me a journeyman, and he shook Pascal in the 7th round.
So man, think what Miranda's about to do to you, man. You're signing your own death warrant. It's not good for you. And then the last fight, Sergio Mora versus Rito Rucalva TKO in the 6th round.
Somebody check his piss test.
Mora, the way I saw that fight, Mora looked like he was kind of losing in the beginning to me. And then it might have been a little premature stoppage. I don't know. I didn't. Congratulations to Mora. You're definitely making a comeback. Keep active. Keep doing what you do.
For God's sake, fight somebody notable. Let's go.
Now moving on to the actual fights coming up. We got Tarvis Sims versus Fernando Zuniga.
I'm going to go with the half a twin. I'm going to go with Tarvis Sims.
I'm going to have to go with Tarvis Sims too.
So Zuniga's no walk in the park.
Definitely.
He's a veteran of the game, but I just think that Tarvis being the up and rising star, let's go ahead and let's go with him.
I agree. Randall Bailey versus Anthony Mora. I got Randall Bailey in that one.
I'm going Randall Bailey. I mean, the guy's a knockout machine artist as well. He didn't look too good against Cotto and some other guys, but what he does well, and he's a knockout.
Roy Jones versus Felix Trinidad. I got Roy Jones by knockout.
I hate to say Roy Jones by knockout, but that's what's going to happen. Andrew Golota versus Mike Moyo.
I'm
going to go with, I want to say Galata. I want to say Mike Moyo. I'm not.
I'm going with Galata.
I'm
going with Galata. By knockout actually. Roman Maidenhill Karsman versus Alex Bunema.
I'm gonna go with Karsman in this fight. Definitely.
I agree. I'm going with Karsman too. DeMarcus Corley versus Devon Alexander.
I didn't do too much research on this one, but I'm thinking Corley.
I'm going Corley. Corley's got to look spectacular at this point. I mean, if he doesn't, his career is pretty much going down. So either Corley, you either put up or shut up on this fight because you're not looking too hot either.
It's a crossroads fight for you.
Ruslan Chagaev versus Matt Skelton. I got Chagaev.
Chagaev as well.
Hugo Cazares versus Herman Guardia. I got Cazares.
I'm gonna go with Hugo as well. I mean, I know he got outboxed by the Iron Boy down in VR, but Hugo is a very tough guy. Definitely tough guy. You got to be when you were recognized as the 108 division champ.
Alexander Povetkin versus Eddie Chambers.
This is a really difficult fight for me.
Not for me. I got Povetkin.
He's got Povetkin, and I know that Chambers. I mean, I've seen Chambers, and he can't sleep on Povetkin because Povetkin can do a lot of damage in there. He's got a lot of power. But I just think that fast hands Eddie Chambers could actually pull off this win in Povetkin's own home turf. So I'm gonna go with Eddie Chambers on this one with a decision. But you're gonna have to be on top of your game because if not, this Russian kid will eat you up alive.
Next fight, Chris John versus Rene Caballero.
I'm going to go with the one-time conqueror of Marquez, Chris John.
And then last fight, Luda Valle versus Newton Kidd.
Honey boy, I mean, you were the first man to put Roy Jones on his butt. I'm going to go with you. But, this guy should be a gimme fight. He's lost 6 fights. He's only won 6 fights. I mean, come on.
Congratulations on your comeback. And that makes it for this results and prediction show. You like the show? You see the button? Click it. Check out coming soon. www.p4pboxing.net. Yes, right. You heard it right. We're coming out with a website. So if you thought you couldn't get enough of us before, now you're really gonna get your doses worth. Again, www.p4pboxing.net. And right now we got an open forum set up. So if y'all want to go in there and talk about boxing in the forums, go knock yourself out. We're in there. We haven't, like I said, just opened up. We got that part going, and the website's coming soon. We're gonna have interviews. We're gonna have news, blogs. I mean everything. So you like us? Check that out. Definitely start going into the forum. Start making some noise. We greatly appreciate it. And this is Pound for Pound Boxing, the voice. We'll back to
Mati boy Marcel, no juego con juguete de Marcel. Mendoza tira reggae a la pretty girl. Dance girl, come tu hombre. Why you get me wild, come to got my rust down and I come. And just like the blunt get me high. Te vi bailando en el dance o mi piano. Vaya a ser la campeona concursando. Muchos se matan